And he he graduated last spring from the TESOL certificate program, and then he went off on a major adventure. This can be you at the end of the year. And then I'm going to invite you back to talk to my next practicum class. Anyway, I just invited Brent's here for summer vacation. Cool, huh? He's on summer break right now.
Yeah.
Hey, that's really, yeah. Isn't that
Wow, Tiffany, can you like brainstorm that one?
Yeah. Their break is from December 22nd to March 4th.
Wow.
And then they get a winter break of like 2 days or something in July. It's a lot of school.
Wow.
So you'll have to start from the beginning. Where did you go and why? Do you remember the newspaper article about those kids who came here?
Yeah.
Maybe some of these people remember that.
Well, a while ago, like last year in October, some kids came here from Cusco, Peru, and they're from the outskirts of Cusco, but they're actually from a small village called in the high mountains near Cusco. So they came and they had like a host family over here, and their English teacher and translator, his name was Freddie, had to leave Hawaii and go back to Cusco because a family member had gotten sick. So I called them up and I volunteered to teach English to these kids after school, and that's where I met contacts who made this all possible. Or my good friend Elizabeth. Hello.
Hello. Did I spell this right?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. There's actually two spellings, and they're used.
It's one with a Z?
Yeah. Or
And this in both C's? Or with K?
That's the same. We're using it.
You know where Peru is, right? So you know why it's summer vacation now? All right.
Okay, where was I? Or should I start all over again?
Nah, just continue on from where you were.
Oh, okay.
So these kids came, right?
These kids came from Peru. I volunteered to teach them English. I met Elizabeth Jenkins, who has a lot of contacts in Peru. And so she put me in touch with this school called Colegio Arcoiris. And since I already knew Spanish, I was able to write a letter to them in Spanish about why I wanted to go and teach English. And I basically explained who I was, what I liked to do, many different things. And I told them if they have more students like the ones that I was teaching here, it would be a dream for me to teach English there. So I sent that and I heard nothing back. So I decided to get a round trip ticket just in case nothing happened over there. And I went, and the second week I was there, they called me and I had an interview and I got the job. So the next month I started teaching 14 classes in 2 different schools.
Oh my gosh.
From 3 years old to 16 years old. And they're all an hour-long classes, and they take English classes once a week with me and once a week with another teacher. So I'm the conversation teacher, and she is the grammar teacher.
So did they like your class?
I think so, but it's hard to tell because the definition, or school in South America is a lot different than elementary school over here, or I'm sure in many other places as well. I'm teaching in a private school, and it's still really hard to get the kids off the floor and not playing pogs and in their seat. And then when they're in their seat, they're talking, but
Spanish.
you can, yes, but you can use it to your advantage too sometimes. But it's really hard to keep them on track because they also have kind of short attention span. So you really need to change things up and be dynamic in front of the class. All sorts of things. They like to have things constantly changing in class. I found out through the semester that groups work in some classes and groups don't work in other classes. And it's kind of by just trial and error I found that out.
Are all the age groups mixed together?
No, they have age each year.
So did you write like all those lesson plans like the way we wrote it over here?
No,
How did you?
I actually, unfortunately, have not written one lesson plan. I'm sorry. No, it would be really nice to be able to like prepare that much for my classes, but since I teach so much, and I also teach a class after school from 3:30 to 5:30, by the time I get home, I don't want to do a lesson plan. Yeah, it's hard enough just to make tea, eat bread, hang out with the kids I live with. But, let's see. I do keep track of what we cover, and I write that down. And then when I do have time, I try to think of, okay, what should come next? What are they interested in? A lot of times they'll tell you what they want to learn.
So that's how you prepare, like whatever lesson or stuff that you want to present.
Yeah, and also what materials I have available. Sometimes I'll find things. I'm collecting comics, or not comics, the funnies from our paper here. And I'm going to take them over there and teach several classes with those because they really like cartoons.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So do they give you like a guideline of like what, like to at least cover in your lessons?
No.
Or it's just whatever you?
Yeah, to give you an idea of what it's like there, I don't even know what classes I'm going to teach next semester. So I'll find out when I get back. So I can't even prepare on my vacation, which is kind of a good thing.
Oh, okay.
But to do that, you kind of have to. I use a lot of props, just things in the classroom. What is this? What am I holding in my hand? I'll just get a lot of different things, maybe different colored crayons or something, and have them try to guess what color it is for the younger ones. But for the older ones, I do a TPR because they like to get up and move around. I tried to do a TPR where someone was blindfolded and that didn't work at all because they kept harassing the kid with the blindfold. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's like wave your hand, clap your hands, close your eyes, open your eyes, Simon Says, or other things as well.
So as a conversation teacher, was it strictly just English, or you kind of, like, how do you know when to,
You have to kind of just sort of find the balance where they know what's going on, and you can tell when they know what's going on. That is, if they're paying attention. So, I use Spanish for a lot of directions, and I use English as much as I can because that's the only place that they're going to hear English.
can you speak Spanish like
My accent still needs a lot of work.
So do they pay you?
Yeah. They pay me, this is how they pay me. Every student pays, their family pays 2 soles, which is like 80 cents a month. And then the